Okay. Oh yeah, it's also your story. All right. Well, first of all, thank you guys for being in my group. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
So today we're going to do a group therapy session, and it's going to be focused on stress management, how everybody handles stress differently. So my name is Erica. So I'll probably take a turn introducing yourself. So.
I'm Rudy.
I'm Rosa.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Larry.
Great. Like I said, I'm ready. So we're going to do an icebreaker activity first before we get started. So I borrowed this ball from Miss Minna. So the point is I'm going to throw the ball at somebody. When you catch it, whatever question is closest to your right thumb, go ahead and read it and give a quick answer. Don't overthink it. Just have fun with it. There's some pretty fun questions on here. So more since you're first whale.
If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? Hello?
You can just pick anybody at the time.
What is something you hate doing? Laundry. I hate doing laundry.
If you can give one sentence advice about how to live life, what would it be?
That's a doozy right there.
How to live life? Just take it one day at a time and don't forget to enjoy it.
You could only list. Oh, wait. I need to write that in. If you could only listen to one last song for the rest of your life, what would the song be? The Sky's the Limit, Lil Wayne.
I'm surprised you even think of a song because I had a hard time. I was like, it depends on my mood. Okay, so for the goal for today, we're just gonna try to identify like healthy ways to deal with stress. Because I'm sure everybody has stress in their life; it's a common thing. So first of all, what is stress? So it's a condition or feeling experienced when a person perceives that demands. When a person perceives that demands. Anyways, sorry, I wrote that wrong. But essentially, when you start to feel overwhelmed when the demands of your life are too much. This is Hugh. This is being recorded too, so you can join our group as well. Okay. So some of the symptoms of stress are headaches, getting sick easily, difficulty concentrating, forgetfulness, disorganization, being overwhelmed, loss of motivation, anxiety. Has anybody ever felt these things before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are common things. So just for maybe take a couple seconds to think to yourself, like maybe like 2 or 3 things in your life right now that are stressing you out. So I'll give you guys maybe 20, 30 seconds, and then we'll kind of just go around and talk about it and see if we have any similar stresses. So make a mental list.
Is this recorded?
Yeah.
Yes, this is part of an assignment I have for my class.
Oh, I see. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? You guys forget it. This is all camera shots. Yeah. I'm really camera shy.
Thank you. Does everybody have a couple things in their mind?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll go first. Well, school stresses me out, and sometimes finances stress me out, and just the balance of work and school life. Ruth?
I would say applying for medical school right now is stressing me out, as well as coaching and tutoring these kids.
Yeah. How about you, Larry?
I gotta find an office building for one of my businesses, and then I need to figure out health insurance.
Okay. So we'll say adulting. It's a little bit stressful. And more? How about you?
Mine will be adulting, and then financially wise, and I'm trying to go back to school because school will be on my
Oh, nice.
Okay, nice.
so we'll see.
You're gonna need it.
And Rosa?
Family right now. I was saying, the whole adulting, going back to school, working, trying to manage that, and then the finances and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so we do all have similar and common stressors in our life. You did mention a point, family. I'm pretty sure that also could probably be a stressor for everybody at some point in time. Okay, so the purpose of this group is to really think about our choices and how we handle stress, and if we can handle it better based on our own choices, our own behavior. Are there things we could do to better manage our stresses. So we'll just do another around the table. Like, how do you usually handle your stress?
Usually do like a brain dump before bed, like on notes in my phone,
Okay.
and then kind of formulate like a to-do list, maybe for like a certain day or for the rest of the week, in order to like, oh, I gotta have this done by that day, or I'll do it at this time. Take the time to kind of deal with those things.
Nice. And what about you, Larry?
I just breathe. Like if you try as hard as you can and you're not getting anywhere, then I just realize that you just gotta be patient. Whatever's gonna happen.
Just take a pause and
Yeah.
just let it be kind
You
of.
can't stress over stuff that can be fixed instantly.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And more?
I like to take breaks in between, so like just get away from it for a bit. It's like take a walk or go somewhere and then come back later
Yeah.
to refocus.
I like that. And what about you, Rosa?
I like to paint.
Paint? Okay. So I'm gonna read a quote to you guys and just maybe let it sit for like a few seconds and then kind of tell me what you think. So the quote is, "It is not the load that breaks you, but the way you carry it." Do you guys agree with that? For sure. All right. So when we're talking about handling stress and like for everybody, and you guys did have some really good like ways to manage stress. Can you think of like any other positive, like healthy way to manage stress without like maybe, doing things that aren't good for you, like either physically or mentally?
Exercise.
Yeah, exercise would be a good one.
Positive.
Think positive.
I mean, I don't know if people go to like therapy, even.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Kind of like, I mean, again, what you said about like dumping everything out and then kind of organizing and figuring out by when I have to do things, that kind of like gives me peace of mind too, because then I set timelines for myself and I just need to finish it by that time, and it's kind of like gives me room to manage that.
I really like that idea of being organized. Like you said, just doing a to-do list like that, I find is really helpful. To-do list, kind of like organizing and prioritizing like what you need to get done really helps. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? So kind of like the bottom line, like to sum up what we should gather from this session is that really our actions kind of determine how stress affects us. If you feel overwhelmed and you're not taking the breaks you need to, or you're not being organized, then that's going to have a negative impact on you. So really focusing on the choices and how you're doing things, and if it's not working out for you, kind of just reanalyzing what you're doing and what the choices you're making. Okay. And does anybody else have anything they want to share about stress? Anybody have like a story where they were successful about like managing their stress? They're in a situation where they're feeling overwhelmed and then they were able to implement some of these strategies we talked about to manage it, and they kind of came out for the better for them?
Well, personally, just like recently, I was I was working here and then I was working in 2 jobs, and then I started getting like really unhealthy to the point where I was kind of like I couldn't keep down food, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, and I went to the doctor and I got everything checked out and everything checked out fine and I was okay, and so the doctor just said, it's basically just stress.
Mm-hmm.
So I let go of one of my jobs, and that helped tremendously because then I had more time to like do the things that I actually wanted to do, like spend time with my family, spend time with my friends, and make sure I was eating meals at the right time and going to bed at the right time.
Yeah.
So
taking that personal time for yourself is very important. I'm sure you can relate to that, Rudy, when you're studying for that test you were taking.
Well, yeah, I think that was part of it. But I remember I took it the first time like last year. I like lost my wallet the week of the test, and you need an identification to take it. So I had to like pretty much figure out all these things. So I had to like get a passport like expedited, and I got my passport a day before my test, and I didn't know if I was going to. So that was a pretty bad week for me.
Yeah. So you're
No stress for no reason.
kind of doing what Larry did, kind of just taking a breath and just hoping.
Well, I had to there was a lot. I did the opposite. Yeah, but when it showed up, I felt a lot better.
Yeah. And what, Larry, or you guys have a story?
No story, but like it goes back to like whenever you guys feel like hot, like I would always get sweaty when it's hot, and then I was like, "Fuck this! I ain't gonna be sweaty no more." So,
We gotta use appropriate language.
so literally, like I would figure out there'd be stress, anxiety, and all that stuff, and like once you like breathing all that, I could be outside at 110 degree weather, I'm not sweating at all. So literally, like it's all mental.
Mhm.
I need to sweat, really.
It's the same. I have encountered lots of when I was in college. My mom passed away before I was younger, and my dad, a couple years later, my dad passed away. So I have a lot of stress along the time.
Mhm.
But I just learned that times will help.
Yeah.
You just have to not focus on that.
Yeah,
Just let it be.
just stay active. Think of like you said, think positive.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I kind of feel like this was helpful. Like if somebody were to be having an issue managing stress, I feel like we really hit some successful ways to manage that. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that sums it up. I appreciate you guys participating in my group. There's
No problem.
extra Rice Krispies. Help yourself. All right. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Cool.